Welcome to Geeky Faucets. I'm Christine Lucasavage, and my co-host Amy is out on her little geeky vacation going to Oregon, Astoria, Oregon, to find out if she is a real Goonie, because apparently that's where Goonies was filmed.
Yes.
So you may notice that my co-host looks a little different. It's not Amy. This is a woman who I talk about probably quite frequently. This is my mom. Hi, Mom. Her name is Linda, but I will be calling her Mother or Mom. So, in case you were wondering. So, my husband and I, the reason she is here, she's from Florida, and my husband and I were off on a vacation together, and my mom so kindly agreed to watch my children for me, which was really, really awesome.
It was really fun.
At least she had a good time. So, today, what we are talking about, this is episode 25, what we're talking about is Geek Parenting, and... Well, my mother, when I told her, I kind of sprang it on her. I'm like, Mom, you're going to be a guest and we're going to talk about geek parenting. She's like, I didn't even know I was a geek parent. So she didn't even know she was doing geek parenting right. So we're going to find out what she did and how she's a geek because, you know, everything I know I learned from her.
Is this a good thing?
I don't know. We will find out. So... I've told you this is the story. This is the thing that I remember most, and the thing that I just think is so weird because I wouldn't even think about doing this for my children. But the Sarlacc pit, because I've mentioned this before on our Star Wars episode. It was a few episodes back. So when we were children, you let us build in the backyard a Sarlacc pit, like with shovels.
Yes, I did.
Now, what would possess a parent to do that? Because only a geeky mom would be like, hey kids, go outside and dig a hole.
Well, there was a side of the yard that we weren't doing anything with, and your older brother liked to play in the dirt, so I gave him the shovel and told him to have fun, and he's the one who actually came out and said, Mom, I built the Sarlacc pit.
Well, which begs the question, and how did he know about the Sarlacc pit?
Because he'd seen Star Wars many times.
Now, I think I've asked you this once before, but what were our favorite Star Wars movies growing up? Because I know we watched them quite a bit, and we probably ruined the VHS tapes. And so what were our favorites growing up as a kid?
The very first one and the third one.
Okay, so you remember the last Star Wars episode, how much I dislike Empire Strikes Back?
I wasn't a big fan of Empire Strikes Back either.
It's inherited.
It's a little darker than the other two.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. But apparently half of our fan base loves Empire Strikes Back. So does Amy, and I think she's wrong.
It's okay. I could say I like it. I don't love it.
She's wrong. She's wrong. Okay, so anyways, so sci-fi. You're a fan of sci-fi.
Big time.
Now, this Sunday nights was our kind of like intro into sci-fi. We would watch PBS on Sunday nights. I guess it was Sci-Fi night on PBS. I don't know.
Yeah.
So tell us what shows you'd make us watch. So at this point, it was making us watch because I'm like, Mom, these are the stupidest shows I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
Well, the one we watched predominantly the most was Red Dwarf, and that's my personal favorite.
I remember even seeing Doctor Who though on there.
The old Doctor Who, because I was a big fan of the old Doctor Who, and I really love the new Doctor Who.
So do I.
And we also, one of the characters on Red Dwarf, his name is Lister. I don't know his real name, but he also had a battling robots show that was on there, and we watched that too.
That must have been after I was gone.
Yeah, maybe it was after.
Battling robots, folks. Let me just tell you, my brothers, adopted and not, they actually build robots that battle. Like seriously, that's what I grew up with, people. I'm really not kidding. So, now tell me, you also like sci-fi books.
Yes, I do.
Now tell us about your favorite kinds. I know, well, is it sci-fi or fantasy? Because I remember going in your room and I'd be sitting there like looking through your books and there's unicorns and dragons and...
Science fiction fantasy.
Okay, and here's my big question too, is that I tried to read a couple of them and I couldn't do it because of the names. How do you get past the names?
You just do. After a while, you see them so much in the book that you just remember the name and you can remember who it is. One good book, series of books by Piers Anthony, the whole book is nothing but a play on words.
Oh my word.
Like
See what I did there? Anyway.
like chameleon. It's not what you think. It's totally different.
Interesting.
And another one is cruel lie. You would think it'd be someone really bad, but it's actually CREWELLYE. So it's a play on words. And there's like 16
I think
or 17
my brain
books.
wouldn't function after reading a book like that.
I totally loved it. And there's quite a few others that I really, really like too.
That's hilarious. Okay, so when you watched all this stuff, I mean, did you just watch it because you liked it, or did you have this thing like, I think my children should become science fiction fans, and I love Star Wars, so of course they will love Star Wars. Were you like introducing us to awesomeness, or setting us up for like future geekdom and like failure in society?
I really like science fiction, and my husband likes science fiction, weird science fiction, right?
I got my dad this movie once for Christmas called Amazon Women from the Moon.
No, and Avocado Jungle.
Wait, what? It was Amazon Women from the Moon?
And Amazon Women from the Avocado
And
Jungle.
Amazon Women from the Avocado Jungle of Death.
Yes.
B-rated movies, Bruce Campbell, all that stuff.
Yeah. And
did you ever feel bad for introducing us to this sort of thing?
No, because you introduce you to really off-the-wall stuff and people think you're weird, and I'm okay with that.
But here's my issue here. So, growing up as a kid, you know, during the 80s and things like that, I listened to Weird Al. Like, I had every Weird Al, you know, whatever, and my dad listened to surf music, and our Christmas was it was the Dr. Demento Christmas album.
Yep.
So I'm singing, "It's Christmas at Ground Zero," and that's the Weird Al thing. Like, you know, bombs are dropping everywhere, the bombs are dropping, it's the end of all humanity. So anyway, we're listening to this on Christmas morning, and, you know, I get married, and I'm at my in-laws' house, and it's like, you know, Christmas, I'm like, this isn't Christmas. Where are the bombs dropping? Where's the Crypt Keeper singing Jingle Bells?
I know. I just don't like being normal.
Clearly.
I don't want to be like everybody else who listens to the same Christmas music. I like something different.
I do too. I do too. My husband makes fun of me because, you know, 80s songs will come on, and he'll just be like jamming and be like, yeah, this is awesome. And I'm like, what? I've never even heard this song. What the heck is this?
Well, you had really old stuff too. I think one of my favorite memories of you was in high school.
Uh-oh.
Your history teacher.
Oh, yes, I remember this. My history teacher. Me and my friend Lisa, we kind of, we knew we were annoying and we're not very good in his class, and so we would make him historical lunches. We'd make up stories about, like, we bought like this rainbow. I know that, but I'm just this is the teacher. We would buy him rainbow Jello and tell him it was from the Native Americans of, I don't even know. We were idiots. It was really fun. But anyway, so yes, this is this history teacher. So anyway, I can't even remember the situation, but I remember him playing the song from Johnny Horton. In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi.
You were the only one singing it in the class, and he like gave you extra bonus points because you were the only one that knew the song.
I do know a lot of very, very weird things. Oh, I never told you this. So Alan Schurman, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of Alan Schurman, but if you haven't, you should, because he's hilarious. So the song, gotta jump down, turn around, pick a dress of cotton, gotta jump down, turn around, pick a dress of wool. So I was like, hey, you should listen to this song, because I got my dad this CD for Christmas a couple years ago, because, you know, I hadn't seen it, and I loved it, you know, memories, blah, blah, blah. And I started playing this song, and I'm like, yeah, this is so great. You know, they're thrift shopping, you know, picking their dresses of cotton and wool and all this stuff, and grab those bargains off those racks. Who needs Bergdorf's? Anyway, so I'm singing it, and Justin's like, oh, that's a parody on another song. Did you know that?
No.
It is!
What's the other song?
I don't even know, but he started singing it. It's like something about a bale of cotton and a bale of hay. I don't even...
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, that just kind of rang a bell.
But so he starts doing it, and I'm like, I didn't even know that was a parody. Seriously, it's a problem. Look what you've done to me.
Sorry.
No, but it's fun though, because I know all these random weird stupid. I actually introduced my husband to Monty Python. I don't think he'd ever seen Holy Grail before me. Yes.
At our house, when we watch Monty Python, it's really difficult because we're all quoting the entire movie through the entire movie.
Yeah, it's quite a movie experience. Like, my house, growing up, if you've ever seen Big Bang Theory, that was it. I'm not kidding. Like, I have this one friend, his name is Robert. He actually, he was talking about quantum physics. I'm like, whatever, I don't even know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. I'm not even. And he goes to the TV screen, there's dust on the TV screen, and he sits there and explains Schrodinger's cat and the string theory, whatever, on the TV screen, on the dust on the TV screen. So, this is what I grew up with. I was like the dumbest person in the house.
No, but you had fun.
But they all made fun of me. But it was fun. I mean, it was really, really fun, and it was a completely different. Yeah, we did weird.
You go to other people's houses after you come to our house, and you think they're weird because everybody keeps coming.
Well, I thought everybody was weird. Like, we did not lead. I thought it was normal, but we did not lead a very normal life when it came to like TV or books or any of that stuff. And, you know, my family's idea of a fun Sunday night is to get together and play Fluxx. Which we've talked about Fluxx a bunch. And if you play Zombie Fluxx, and I think that's the one we played the most.
That's the one we played the most.
But the people you want to play with are the people at my house or my mom's house anyway, because they're really smart and they manipulate the game and you don't know what they're doing. And then you're like, what just happened?
Yeah, you'd think next hand, I'm going to win, and then, oh my word, you lose.
It's unbelievable. And also, she has a few gamers that came out, although I am not one of those. I am not a gamer, and that's very well known on this show. Amy is the gamer. I am not. And she likes video. She was a fan of Tetris and Dr. Mar. Are those the only kind of games you like? So puzzle games.
Puzzle games, yeah.
But, you know, she spawned a couple of boys who like, you know, other regular, you know, video games that are, you know, popular and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, we have like 3 computers in our house, and they're hooked up to other people's houses, and you're on microphones, and they're all playing each other.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they're all playing each other, and it's really funny to listen to them play because they're playing with friends, and it's just really hysterical. I watch, and I'm laughing.
Oh my word. Oh, and another thing. Here's another weird thing. So if you think of road trips, what do you generally listen to on a road trip? The radio, current music, blah, blah, blah. You know what our road trip of choice music was? It was Les Mis soundtrack and Phantom of the Opera. We would literally be singing opera in the van as we're going down the road. I remember my brother Steve and there's this one, we were acting it out one day in the living room of our house. Mom was playing Phantom, and I was standing up on it's when Christine's on the balcony, I think, and then the Phantom, I don't even remember what it was. I'm sure if I heard it, I would recall, but we're singing it. Yeah. Like, we're acting it out in the living room. I mean, how much more dorky does it get than that? I mean, really.
I know. But look at you now.
But see, now I have a whole, here's the best part. Is that I can relate to anything.
Yeah,
I have references for everything geeky. I can now that I moved out and know what normal life is like.
It's boring, isn't it?
It's a little bit. It's a little bit.
Our house always had a zillion people.
We always had a lot of people at our house, which we're kind of doing that here. We actually have people coming over tonight for dinner.
I mean, all different smart lengths.
And they were all pretty much geeks. And computers. I mean, I don't even know. I didn't spend a whole ton of time at home because I'm like, oh my gosh. There was no other girls. Girls didn't come over. It was me.
And boys.
Me and boys. So I'm like, I gotta get out of this place. Too many boys. Poisoning. Boy poison, yeah.
No. Testosterone.
Testosterone poisoning. That's exactly what it was. That's probably what's wrong with me. But anyway. But let's not. Well, yeah. No, that's true. But anyway, so I mean, it's a huge advantage to raise your kids with all kinds of just different things that you know, and because when you can relate. Okay, here's an example of where this came in handy. I called you as soon as this happened. We were playing Seen It at a friend's house in North Carolina, and this one thing that it came up and it said something about a boomstick. And I was the only one in the room who knew what the boomstick was and what it was from. I'm like, Army of Darkness. And I was the only one who got it. And I called Mom. I'm like, Mom, yeah. At least I won the
awesome.
Army of Darkness is something. Every time, I think in it was either in Thailand or Korea. I can't remember either one of them. One of them said S-Mart. And I'm like, oh, and that was the first thing that popped into my head. Was Bruce Campbell, his boomstick in the Army of Darkness. But it's a decent one. I'll give you that. But anyway, so it's pretty cool because, you know, to be able to talk to different people, although sometimes it isolates you a little bit because you start talking, you're like, la 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 la, and they're like,
and they have no clue what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? And like, this is another like thing. So all my friends here, you know, like 16 candles and all those, I can't remember what the rest of them are. I think there's even a name for them, the Brat Pack or something like that, was it? Whatever. I never saw them. And so, like, I, you know, would be with friends in college or here, and they're like, oh, yes, we watched this and this. I'm like, I don't think I've ever even seen it. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, well, I've seen Army of Darkness, and I've seen the Holy Grail, and I've seen blah, blah, blah.
And you've seen the entire season of Red Dwarf.
The entire season of Red Dwarf, and I even saw Surf Ninjas. Suck on that. You know what I mean? Like, who watches Surf Ninjas?
No, it's Surf Nazis.
No, Surf Ninjas.
I know, but there's another one.
Surf Nazis.
That's really bad.
This is the caliber of television I watch. So if I don't know, you know, like the classics, my classics are like the nerd classics.
Your classics are the B movies.
Gosh.
The B science fiction movis.
Toxic Avenger was one. We actually owned that one.
Yeah, we did.
Radar Men from the Moon. We owned that one. UHF, that was a Weird Al movie.
Bruce Campbell, Jack of all trades.
Did I see
awesome.
That? I don't know if I even ever saw that.
I think we bought that after you left. And Briscoe County, which is Bruce Campbell.
Do you see?
We don't watch normal.
No. It's not normal. But the thing of it is, though, is that it makes for a very interesting life. And, you know, I can go to Comic-Con and I can relate to everybody there, and I've got references. I may not be like a genius in everything, but I know enough, and it's actually cool to be able to relate to people on such a large scale.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Exactly, Jack of all trades, master of none. It's like me hunting. I have one hunting story, and it gets me so far. I tell it to every hunter I know because as soon as I tell them that, I've got an in. It's great. I'm an idiot. I need to go hunting again and redeem that. But so we should Amy is actually another one who's very good at geek parenting because all of her children, you watch Merlin, you and Daddy watch Merlin.
I love Merlin.
All of her kids watch Merlin. I haven't watched it yet, but all of her kids watch Merlin, and her kids are gamers.
Have you heard of Grimm?
I don't know if I've heard of Grimm.
Grimm's another good one.
It's a good one. See what I'm saying? So all of her kids watch that stuff, and her kid Eli, you saw a couple episodes ago, he does special effects makeup better than, like, professionals, I think. I mean, shoot. He did, like, while you were watching, a little thing on her arm. Oh, so gross.
It did look gross. I saw that one.
It's really disgusting. He's very good at what he does. And her oldest daughter is an amazing artist who draws, like, all things Pixar. She loves all things Pixar, and she just loves they're British. Her husband's British, and so they love all things Doctor Who and British and all that kind of stuff.
You like all things Doctor Who?
I do. I got sucked into Doctor Who, and it was over. Because for the longest time, my mom's like, "You should watch it. You should watch it." I'm like, "No, I'm not watching that. You should. No, I'm not watching this.
Just try one.
She said, just try it and start with the 10th Doctor. Fine, whatever. I was looking for something to watch. I think I just finished it, and now like." That ship is like...
I did that with Castle, too.
Castle, yeah. See, she's my gateway drug. Korean dramas, gateway drug. I'm not even kidding you. I'll have to tell you about my trip to Korea, maybe on the next show. Maybe we should make the next show a Korean drama show. Just a warning, so y'all can be like, I'll see ya. Catch that show later. Thanks for playing. But anyway, so... Yeah, Geek Parenting done right here. And she had no idea. We were on the way to swim lessons this morning, and we were talking about it. And she's like, I didn't even know I was a geek parent.
I just did stuff I liked. I watched shows that I really liked.
When you were younger, was there such a thing as a geek or a nerd like how it is nowadays?
Not that I was aware of. I did. When I was growing up, I grew up in the water. And so everything I had was related to water.
But like geek stuff though?
Nothing, no.
Because sci-fi and, you know what I mean?
I think the only sci-fi thing I watched as a child was Wizard of Oz.
So when did you start watching like sci-fi stuff and reading sci-fi stuff?
After I got out of the house. After I got married and left the house.
So you had a normal childhood?
I had, unfortunately.
And then you imposed upon us an abnormal
No.
childhood?
Well, I wouldn't say a normal childhood. I had older brothers that tormented.
yes,
So,
yes.
I didn't have a normal childhood, but as far as
Well, as far as
sci-fi, I picked that up all on my own.
Oh, interesting.
Somebody, I can't remember now, but somebody introduced me to the Shannara series. And
Is that a book?
Yeah, the Sword of Shannara. There's like 5, 6 books, something like that. And someone introduced me to the Sword of Shannara, and I like devoured the book, and then I couldn't get enough. And then I went on to the Meldorian series. Then I got onto Piers Anthony and David Eddings, and you know.
How did you get onto the B movies, or was that Daddy's doing?
That was Daddy's doing.
My dad has issues.
That's because he's not normal.
No.
He doesn't like normal stuff.
Surf music, Saturday nights.
Saturday night surf music.
Yep.
But that's good though. Surf music.
It is pretty good. I actually downloaded a little Dick Dale.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, surf music's got music.
We just can't listen to normal things. We can't watch normal things. We can't do normal things. Like, we were Renaissance Fair people too growing up as kids.
Yes.
Like, that's where I learned turkey legs. Every Renaissance Fair I would go and I would get myself a turkey leg. That was my favorite thing. My mom actually, she even sewed me a whole, although now that I think about this, wench outfit when I was in middle school.
Yes.
Well, that's nice. But don't worry, I didn't have cleavage much as today, so it probably wasn't, it was not like scantal.
I think I made you 2.
No, you made me, no, you made me a Red Riding Hood for Halloween one year.
Oh.
And then you made me.
Then I made you the other.
Yeah, because I think you made me there was the belt thing, and then you made me a vest thing.
Right,
yes,
right.
So I still have that.
Yes.
To this day.
Yeah, your brothers dressed up.
Yeah, everybody dressed up to go to the Renaissance Fair.
That was, except me, I didn't dress up.
What's that about?
I don't know. I didn't have time to make everybody and myself too.
Oh, and juggling! Here's another geek part of my growing up. Juggling. So, I learned to juggle because my dad is a massive juggler. He loves to juggle. He can even juggle pins. My brother Daniel can juggle pins. I don't think anybody else can though. But yeah, we all learned to juggle. So we would go to the beach, you know, like a normal family, and have a family fun outing. Yay, with our wetsuits and boogie boards.
Mind you, in California, the beach is very cold.
Still, we would go to the beach, blah, 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 whatever. And so we'd all be cold, you know, we'd all have our wetsuits on, and my parents would always bring a juggling bag. And they'd say, hey, here you go juggle and warm up. And so we would juggle on the beach to warm up.
Balls and pins and the
scarves
and the devil sticks.
I forgot about the devil sticks.
sticks.
Mom was good at devil sticks. She got that at the Renaissance. Didn't she get that at the Renaissance Fair? Yeah.
Yeah, devil
and
sticks
then sometimes on Sundays, well, every Sunday afternoon, my mom would take a nap and my dad would take us kids out. And one of the places we frequented was a magic shop.
Yeah.
So magic and juggling and all of that stuff. I'm surprised none of us really got it. Yeah, my dad is the one who taught me how to unicycle. He can ride a unicycle. I actually got him on it. We were living in North Carolina. This was a few years ago, and I actually got him. Remember that?
You actually got him on it.
Got him on it, so that was kind of funny.
But you're the better unicycler of all of us.
That's me.
That's because you're competitive.
Yeah, well, I can't let my brothers win.
Daniel's on. I'll have to tell Daniel to start working.
Well, I just need to learn to unicycle and juggle at the same time. Like, I can do like one round, like one pass of each ball, and then I fall, and it's over. But that's okay. I have my unicycle. I bought it from Steve because my brother works at a bike shop, and so I got a nice discount on a lovely unicycle.
But it's a nice thing to learn.
It is because here's the thing, like this weird crap has kept me in business because I've had 2 preschools ask me to come juggle and use my unicycles. Seriously.
Family reunions?
Family reunions. It's always a big circus sideshow. Oh, we always had a stock of balloon animals to make balloon animals. I was the best at making balloon animals. So there was always in the closet, I'm gonna go make a balloon animal and go just twist up balloons. Although she hated it though, because you know the squeaky sound. So she always thought they were gonna pop, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And I just did it all myself. So anyway, yeah. So Geek Parenting done right. Juggle balls. Here, the things to have in your house. Juggle balls. Scarves. Unicycles. B-rated movies. Fan of the Opera. Les Mis. Did you see the new Les Mis movie?
Yes, I did. It was awesome.
I still haven't seen it yet.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I wanna watch it. It's
kind of dark, but it's really
They had it on the airplane on both directions.
I watched it.
I just couldn't bring myself to watch it because I need something funny. I'm like, I need something lighthearted, man. But anyway, so, yeah, crazy sci-fi TV, crazy sci-fi books. I mean...
You were entertained.
We were very, very entertained. So, Geek Parenting...
So, watching normal television was really weird to us.
Our family show was Married with Children.
There's redeeming value to it.
A little bit. Yeah.
But if that was okay, you guys didn't get half the stuff in it, so I was
No,
fine. And then it's fun when they listen late, like your little brother. Eric's been watching all the
previous episodes of Married with Children. Yeah.
And now he's actually understanding what's going on.
He's probably like, oh my God, why did you let us watch this?
Yeah, pretty much.
Golly, such a problem. But anyway, yeah, so I've seen all those crazy shows, albeit it was a long time ago and I haven't seen them, all these crazy movies that are geek classics. I mean, we owned them all and watched them all and over and over. And this is the cause.
Thank you very much.
So anyway, if you want to learn more about geek parenting, yeah, I can ask my mom. You could just leave a question and be like, well, how do I get my kid to like sci-fi? What should I have him watch?
Well, I look at it this way. I'm the mama and I want to watch it. So if you want to watch, you got to watch what I watch.
And we did.
And you were not unhappy about it.
No, although I did rebel against it. Because when I left for college, I'm like, I'm not watching this crap. But I ended up watching the WWF of all things.
We watched that at home.
I know. And I'm like, really, Christine? You can't, we'd watch normal shows like Felicity and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, my friends in college would watch those shows and I'm like, I don't care about them. I'm like, give me something stupid. I want to watch.
I want to be entertained. I don't want to think.
I don't want to have any emotions involved. No emotional.
Exactly.
See, Amy's like, yeah, don't worry, there's no emotion. She makes fun of me because I'm like, no, I don't want to feel anything. I just want to laugh.
I do too. That's why I like the stupid B-movie stuff.
Right?
They're just downright funny.
Laughing. Why would somebody want to watch a movie?
Army of Darkness. How much laughter do you have in that? It's hysterical.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But anyway, so now you know what's wrong with me, and no, I'm just kidding.
You're normal.
But anyway,
sort of.
Thank you for joining us, Mom, and for sharing some lovely secrets. Now you have a nice in-depth view of me and my life growing up. It was quite a lovely childhood. And thank you for joining us, and Mom, you did great. And we will see you next time.
Bye.